Time and time again, things will return and leave you. What you may see ahead of you is only temporary, so when the time comes for something to return, what lies ahead is far greater than one may have imagined. Thank you, and welcome to the second season of the SquatchZone.
How the hell did you pull that out of your ass so fast?
I had it written down. Hey, welcome back, y'all. Thanks for the second season. We just spent 15 minutes trying to get our fucking ham radio to work.
How did you even figure that out?
I don't even know. I got him. I wrote the command in the welcome chat where he was.
Oh my, wait, so we have to write that command in welcome now instead of in
Yeah,
general?
stupid, huh?
Craig, what the hell? Come back into general.
We don't have Craig anymore. We have ham radio, but at least we can hit the stop recording button instead of having to kick the ham radio off the desk.
We can hit the stop recording instead of throwing a brick at it every time we want to stop.
Yeah, we've had to go a little bit more primitive, folks, because after all, we are in a new location this time. Gone away are the days of living in a dusty bunker. We live outside now, and we're homeless.
We live in a dusty forest now.
Yeah, undisclosed force. Oh yeah.
Well, we got our little camp set up out here. We have a clothesline up. We have a fire roaring. We have our Lenovo ThinkPad right here next to us.
Yeah, no more fucking Commodore 64. We got Lenovo with the nipple.
And not
The
only
red one.
that, we have a new friend. We got a new pet.
We did. So, you guys ever hear of the Bass Pro Pyramid? I sure have. And we went over to it. It was off on the horizon, right past the trees, and well, we had to get some supplies there because, well, uh, you really think we had a fucking tent? No.
And you guys know how like those Bass Pro shops, they have like the little rivers in them that sometimes have real fish inside?
Yes. Oh, I sure do know that. Well,
So we when we were looking at tents to buy, we saw one of those giant tanks that had like the trouts and the salmons in it, and
hmm
one of them made eye contact with us,
It was a special moment.
and you know like when you're at like the pound and you make
hmm
eye contact with an animal, you can't just leave it there.
No, you have to take him. So that's what we did. Into the duffel bag it went. It barely made the made its way home. Its fucking cage is made out of a milk crate.
Welcome to the cast, Jerry, our new pet, the trout.
Hey, say your line, Jerry. That was a good one right there. Classic
Thank you,
Jerry.
Jerry. Thank
Classic
you,
Jerry
Jerry.
with your signature fedora
And your little house.
and your house and your fucking legs we glued on with epoxy. Speaking of epoxy, I have been working on a Halloween thing recently, and I have been, well, obviously working with a lot of chemicals, a lot of paints. I am a prop designer or a prop maker, and holy hell, I haven't even explained what the hell's been going on in these past months. So, fucking, to sum it up, I am a film major now, and I'm hoping to be a prop maker one day. Besides that, I've been working with a lot of horrible chemicals. So, last night, I woke up at around 1:30 in the morning screaming, "Hey!" My mom burst through the door, and I just stood up. Sweat dripped from my brow, and she looked at me and she was like, "Stevie, are you okay?" I said, "Yeah, I was sleep talking for the record." I looked at her and said, "Yeah, it's okay. It's that time of the year, Mom. It's that time of the year, Mom, when, I'm working with all those paint fumes and epoxy fumes. It's getting to my brain." And I just passed out at the end.
You're literally that episode of King of the Hill where Hank passed out from the varnish he used to paint the grandfather
My
clock.
dad did that. We were fucking painting some skeletons with wood varnish, and he got like, he didn't have the respirator on, so he was just like fucking conked out.
It like completely took out your dad for like the rest of the night,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, he like had like a really bad stomach ache, and he like got super dizzy and shit.
But
Crazy,
Steven,
huh?
you forgot the most important aspect of what's happened to us so far.
Yeah, what's up?
We went to Fuddruckers, remember?
We did! The last line of the fucking original season finally came true. We went to the Fuddruckers. How
It
about
was
you tell
way
it from your perspective?
It was way better than I thought it would be, honestly. Like we walked in and it's got like Records has a very like biker atmosphere. Like they have
Yeah,
like Harley Davidson stuff and like license plates all over the place.
it's like the hot
And
topic of Johnny Rockets.
it's the hot topic of Johnny Rockets, precisely. But I didn't pay it any mind. Food is food, whatever.
Yeah,
And first thing,
no AC.
I didn't notice until Steven pointed this out to me, but they had like a full on like topping and sauce bar right
Yeah,
there.
that's why I was so excited. I'm a huge condiment guy, and man, God, I love condiments.
I was surprised by all the toppings they had there, like all the lettuces and the
Yeah,
tomatoes.
I didn't really pay that section too much mind, but man, from what they fucking had, man, they got it all, and they're like clean as hell too. It's beautiful.
All of it looks really good too. Like the lettuce looks nice. The tomatoes
Dude,
look
the lettuce
really,
was beautiful.
yeah.
I've never seen beautiful lettuce. It always looks really sad, like
Have
Taco
you
Bell.
only you remember going to the grocery store and seeing like the lettuce and all the produce under that
Yeah,
weird little mirror thing, and then
yeah.
the shower thing turns on to mist
Dude,
them?
yeah, dude, that was the best feeling. Oh my
You
God. Well,
you
why was there a
remember
mirror behind it? Do you think they just like had like a scientific team behind it, just like staring down at the food, like experimenting on it? It's like, all right, if we put a little bit of pixie stick on the fucking kale, the kids will go bananas.
I never thought of that
Yeah, why
honestly.
is there a
Like,
fucking mirror behind the fucking produce?
so you think it's like a two-way mirror and that the
Yeah,
scientists are
yeah,
looking out, or no, the one-way mirror.
yeah, exactly. Dude, that exactly. That could be like a creepy pasta. Just like I was at the Kroger and I looked at the big watermelon and from behind it I looked into the mirror and I saw an eyeball blink back at me. I quickly looked around and put my face against the glass. Behind it were these 6 foot tall men with brown skin. No, with gray skin.
That no matter what kind of horror story you're telling, it always ends up somehow reverting back to SCP levels of writing.
God damn it, you're not wrong. I like SCPs way more.
Well,
Cool.
to be fair, I think SCP is just like its own category of creepypasta
It
because you're
is,
just
yeah.
like describing a really weird anomalous event going on or
God, I'll
creature.
I gotta get into my fucking SCP fucking rant one of these days, but that's for another day.
We have
Good
an
Lord.
episode entirely about SCP.
Dude, that'd be great. I love SCP, but
Okay,
man,
no, no, no. Here's the challenge.
huh.
I challenge you to explain the entire lore of SCP in
Ooh,
one episode.
you know what? I could probably do half of it because the lore just gets really fucking goofy at some point. It's like there's a doctor. His name is Doctor Light, and he's pretty cool, but he's immortal and he's really quirky.
If you can put together a somewhat comprehensible SCP presentation, I'll explain the entire FNAF lore.
You know, if I could explain the Call of Duty zombies from Treyarch fucking premise story to you, I
I
think I
mean,
have a chance.
you've already explained most of it to me, haven't you?
Yeah, and you had a basic idea of the fucking thing, which was crazy to me.
Yeah, like I could comprehend. Steven, I've been deciphering the FNAF lore for years. No wonder I could comprehend what
Yeah,
you were telling me.
yeah, this ain't your first ball game. You've been
Yeah,
around
this
the
isn't
street.
this isn't my first time trying to decipher incomprehensible lore. I've done
Yeah,
this before.
yeah, I've had someone try to explain the Kingdom Hearts lore.
Oh my god,
Fuck
yeah,
you,
Kingdom Hearts.
Raoul.
Okay, so like I think my evolution, like it went to I think FNAF lore was like my first like really like deep dive into like a really complicated storyline.
Yeah.
And then it went to Kingdom Hearts when I got older.
Mhm.
Final Fantasy isn't really that difficult because all of the games are self-contained plot lines,
Yeah.
and then you explain the Call of Duty lore to me.
So it's like, oh yeah, interdimensions, easy.
Yeah, we've
Baby
I've
shit.
seen this already.
William Afton, he's actually this purple. He's purple guy. Sorry, kids, sit down.
Mahi Orpal.
He fucking Orpal, he eats boiga. So
How did you get the food wrong?
I don't know. Oh wait,
Name
pizza.
Freddy Fazbear's Pizza,
Freddy
where
Fazbear's
fantasy and fun come to
Burgeria.
life for adults and children alike.
No, how do you know the whole fucking schmogo?
Like literally the first line of the game. Hello, hello, hello.
Is that what he's? I only know hello,
Yes.
hello.
Uh, um, I don't know when you're going to receive this, but welcome to
No,
your first night.
no.
I already fucked it
How?
up. I already
That's
fucked it up.
impressive. Dude, all right, so for the record, this is this is basically gonna be our Halloween episode because this is fucking October 5th. Well, we got a theme. We're gonna be talking about spooky shit today.
It's already Halloween. We might as well get started on the all of the Halloween stuff.
Yeah, like Five Nights at Freddy's. Continue with the entire quip of the guy on the phone.
Do you want me to look up his monologue? Because I can definitely do that.
Do that. I'll tell
Or
my fucking tale with the FNAF. So,
pass me over the Lenovo.
all right, you get it.
Yeah, I got
Okay.
it.
So, I had no idea what Five Nights at Freddy's was, like in 2014. I had a friend coming over for a sleepover, and the way he described this game, well, it was very, very wrong what the game was, but it was absolutely terrifying. He said, "All right, Stevie, let me explain to you what Five Nights at Freddy's is. It's this really scary game that takes place like in a Chuck E. Cheese, and there's these animatronics. I had no idea what the hell that was. I knew what an automaton was because I saw Hugo, but
Oh my god,
animatronic,
you
calm
were a
down.
Hugo kid
I,
too.
I saw the movie. It was great, but that's it. I like the
Remind me to
robot.
talk to
He
you
drew the
about the
moon.
book. Remind me to tell you about the book later because the book is insane.
Okay. Yeah, it's fucking thick and has a million illustrated papers just for me
I I
because I'm
I
a
have
literate.
it.
Really?
I'm pretty sure I have the book. I'll show you after the call if I can find
Is that
it.
where you're sitting on? Your booster seat?
I'm sitting on a log, you dumbass, same as you.
Yeah,
No, I'm sitting on like those like rolled up little cakes that little Debbie sells, the ding
yeah.
dongs or whatever they're called.
Ho-hos?
Ho hos, that's what I'm sitting on.
Yeah. Nice. Is this fucking rock hard now or something?
Yeah, it's moldy.
Uh, well, we are in the forest. A very littered forest. Mostly because of us, but there was also a bunch of trash here too. Like, why is there a bed frame in the middle of the forest? Who the fuck knows?
I'm surprised there was a bed frame here and not a mattress.
Yeah, well, yeah. It was fucking Thursday afternoon. I stared down the empty forest line, an empty
Uh,
mattress frame.
I got the call. I got the phone guy's call loaded up. I would like you to know that this is like 5 paragraphs long, and I found it on Genius Lyrics.
No
Hello,
way.
hello. I wanted to record a message for you to help you get settled in on your first night. I actually worked in that office before you. I'm finishing up my last week now, as a matter of fact. So I know it can be a bit overwhelming, but I'm here to tell you there's nothing to worry about. You'll do fine. So let's just focus on getting you through your first week, okay? Let's see. First, there's an introductory greeting from the company that I'm supposed to read. It's kind of a legal thing, you know. Um, Welcome to Freddy Fazbear's Pizza, a magical place for kids and grown-ups alike, where fantasy and
There it
fun
is.
come to life.
Muppets
I knew I fuck
babies.
I knew I fucked it up, but that was the general gist.
That was impressive.
I got the general idea of it.
Doesn't that guy like die in the fourth night or some shit?
I'm pretty sure he does fourth or
Wait, how
fifth
many nights
night.
are at Five Nights? 6 nights, right?
Yeah, it's
Wait, that
six.
I'm fucking stupid. God damn it, we gotta end this episode.
Yeah, it's 6 nights. You're right.
But why is it 5 nights at Freddy's?
Steven, it's never been 5 nights. There's always been a
What do you
secret
mean?
night in every single game.
What's the secret night where you fucking swab the poop deck? What the fuck?
Yeah, he dies on night 5.
To what?
An animatronic, I'm assuming.
What, did it go to his house or something?
Yeah, it killed him.
Who is Phone Guy?
Um, Shit, I don't know if it was ever established
They
who
never
Phone Guy
did, but I
was.
like his voice.
It's Scott.
Oh, wait, is it?
It's Scott Coppin, yeah.
Oh, yo, he sounds
That's
beautiful.
that's what he sounds like.
He's a little Christian man, or what is he, Mormon?
Yeah, he's Christian.
Oh, cool.
This isn't
Wait,
even a creepypasta. Why are we talking about Five Nights at
all right.
Freddy's?
So, to conclude my description of the Five Nights at Freddy's, all right. So many of you may know that the animatronics are able to do different things to the player. Like Chica is able to turn off your flashlight, and fucking Foxy is able to, I don't know, smile really hard. They have powers. They're able to do different shit during the night. But the way
Bonnie
he was
just
like,
twiddles his thumbs.
yeah, and he was like, they have like these powers and shit. And they like one can turn off your flashlight and suck the energy out of it through its soul. It's like this game sounded terrifying. He was like, oh yeah, and there's jump scares, and I don't like jump scares. I was watching a fucking Black Ops 1 Easter egg tutorial, and of course they had to put the Exorcist jump scare in the middle of the fucking video, and it scared me so fucking bad. I got my Kindle Fire HD and I threw it like a shuriken across the house and it rolled across the floor like a wheel.
Wait, are you talking about like the stereotypical like exorcist jump scare that people always did?
Yeah, like the one you'd see like in the Scary Maze game.
Are you kidding me? You got jump scared by that?
Dude, yeah, it was awful.
Oh my
It was
god.
terrifying. It was my first
Was
jump
it
scare.
were you holding the screen up like really, really close to your face when that happened
Yeah,
too?
it was a Kindle. I was really invested in the Easter egg. They're like, all right, so look at the monkey in the pic really closely. Yeah, they said look closely. And of
Oh,
course, I had to throw that Kindle. It
they
somehow lived.
they fucking got your ass.
Like, no, I literally threw that shit like a fucking boomerang, and it lived.
They got you.
But the day I drop it from 2 feet off my shelf, blows up. Oh my
Never
god.
to be heard from again.
Yep. Let's talk about creepypastas.
What was your first experience with creepypasta?
What are well, technically, I didn't really know what creepypastas were for a while, but my first creepypasta really per se was Herobrine. I
Oh
never realized he was
yeah.
one,
Yeah, Hero Brian is a creepypasta.
but the idea of Herobrine to me was terrifying to many of people us age because like it kind of filled in like the weird sensations we get like while playing Minecraft. It was an empty, very quiet game. And there was not like any imminent threats other than like the mobs and shit, but like he felt like too real. It's like I'd have nightmares like Herobrine would join my special world and like destroy everything. It was just like holy shit, that's a threat.
Yeah, Hero Brian is like the stereotypical, like, classic creepypasta because I define creepypasta as like horror stories that originate on the internet. Like, the
All
internet
right.
is what nurtures them.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
Like Herobrine.
you know what creepypasta is slang for, right?
Yeah,
Like,
like copy pasta, creepy pasta.
yeah, like the linguistics of it. Like, it's
Yeah,
uniquely internet because it came
right.
from copypasta.
I had to explain to some guy what a creepy pasta was.
Really? How did you
Yeah,
explain it?
I was at an IHOP with them like a couple weeks ago. I was like, creepy pasta. He was like, yeah. I was like, all right, so Slenderman. He's like, so wait, is the pasta like blacker or is it like dark or something? And he was like, I was like, no, no.
There's no pasta.
I was like, what are you fucking talking about? I was like, that's creepy. That's like Slenderman. He was from England.
Steven, what situation were you in where you had to explain creepypasta to a British guy in an IHOP?
We were talking about the Wario aberration.
Steven, what kind of bullshit do you get up to when I'm not with you?
Trying to fucking spread my stupid humor onto people, and it doesn't work half the time because I don't know what a creepypasta is.
My
But hey,
my
if you're
first
listening to this
creepy
somehow, I meant that in the nicest way possible. I thought it was very funny.
my first creepypasta was Slenderman, actually.
Really? Do tell.
I I cannot for the life of me remember how I stumbled upon it in the first place, but
Probably
when I
PewDiePie.
was when I was it wasn't PewDiePie.
Yeah.
when I was um when I
Young
was
boy.
younger, we didn't have Wi-Fi at home and we didn't have a
Mhm.
computer, so I
You
would go to the
didn't? Yeah.
library. Yeah, I so we would go to the library and I would use the computers there. And I remember one day I found the Slenderman creepypasta and I ended up reading a bunch of other ones and I just went home thinking like, holy shit, the Slenderman's gonna come for me when I sleep tonight.
I know.
Because like the story, the version I read was that um was it Slenderman or the Rake? It was one of those two, but
I always just knew him as like a spooky character, just like, oh yeah, oh boy, jump scare. Okay, the end.
yeah,
I
like
didn't know the story. What is the story?
so it started on Newgrounds, I'm pretty sure.
No way.
The Slenderman, because okay, so
Amazing.
Slenderman, it didn't originally have a story. So
Yeah, it was a picture
um
edited by some guy, right?
yeah, it was a
For a
photo
school project.
competition.
Yeah,
It was
yeah.
a no, it was like I don't think it was a school project. It was like an online competition
Yeah, yeah.
to see who could create the most spooky photo edits, and then the story
Cool.
came afterwards. Like it
Mm,
was based on those photos.
yeah. Like the design
So
for Slenderman's pretty damn spooky. Like it's pretty cool. I feel like nowadays they really try to I don't know, we're so used to like the really shitty like costumes that it really just takes away from the fact that it's just a really dapper looking lad without a face.
I'm interested to. I wonder if the original creator ever like gave like a play by play of how he did it, like in Photoshop,
Oh,
like
I
his
wonder.
portfolio.
Oh man, that'd be cool.
We can make our own Slenderman.
Dude, you could. You're an artist.
Yeah, so my first creepypasta was the Slenderman, and then I started reading other stories like The Rake and the Russian Sleep Experiment.
Oh, yeah,
And
yeah.
then eventually I made my way to the creepypasta like Tumblr sexy man, I guess, like Eyeless Jack, Laughing Jack, and Jeff the Killer,
Yeah,
obviously.
yeah.
I never simped for them, but I knew their lore. I knew their
Simp?
stories.
Wait, no, people fucking simp for them?
Yeah, people simp for Jeff the Killer all the time, my guy.
Oh yeah, what am I saying?
Yeah, you've seen them. I've showed you that.
That still fucking weirds me out for some reason.
And like the funniest thing is that like the depiction that people simp for, like Jeff is like a white-faced anime boy. That's not how he's described in the
No, he's a
original
fucking
story.
burned boy.
Yeah, like his skin is bleached. He's got like no eyelids.
Oh my God, I saw Jeff the Killer today. Okay, so
What?
I work at the store, and I was like, I was standing at the front of my line,
You work
and
at the soup store?
a guy, yes, I work at the soup store, and this guy was walking around looking for soup, and he walked by me, and he had like fucking Joker face paint.
What?
Well, he only had like the giant like fucking red lipstick, like quirking up like a smile. He was looking
did,
all tough and shit. And I was like, "Hi, welcome to." I was like, "Thanks." It was so fucking funny.
did he have the white face makeup or was it just the red
Well, he was
lipstick?
a white boy, so it kind of equaled out.
Oh my god.
But no, he literally just looked like he got like a big schleck of fucking red lipstick and just like drew the Joker face on.
Oh my I wonder if he was like wearing it like just because he was like coming from like a costume party or if like
No,
he was wearing that like unironically.
I feel like he was unironically because it was just that,
Like
just
he
the red
wore
on his
that
face.
like he wore that like as his daily makeup.
I think so. Because I've seen some goofy ass people on my story. No offense. Hey, everyone, you're all beautiful, but like, hey, the fucking, you make me think sometimes.
Like why would you go to the soup store like that?
Why would you come to my stoop store wearing Joker face paint? You're gonna scare me.
You cannot do Joker face at the soup store. Let it be heard right here.
Yeah, from me, fucking David Malinsky of the SquatchZone. Yeah, that's my new
So
nickname.
so what was your did you have a first creepypasta? Did you
Yeah,
ever really get
Herobrine.
into it?
Well, I never really
Oh
got
yeah.
into it, but like, what are some notable ones? Fucking,
Jeff the Killer, Slenderman, Tiki Toby, Jane the Killer. My personal favorite was Laughing Jack.
let's see, Ben Drowned. Yeah, that's a good one right there.
And Drown, that's a good
That,
one.
that was a pretty good one. I know it was like a video game one that really got into.
Was it the
Uh,
13 pages?
no, what was that?
It's the Slenderman game where you
Oh.
collect all the pages.
Fucking. Let me see. I'm looking through like the thing right now with Jeff the Killer, Scars of Corruption, the Lickening, Lavender Town. Ooh, that was a good one.
Oh my god, Lavender Town creeped me out.
That what was it? Like a bunch of kids in Japan died because they heard the
Yeah,
sound.
because they went crazy from listening to the Lavender Town theme in Pokemon.
That's crazy. Also, why is this the fucking image for creepypastas? I'm gonna have to put this in the episode right now.
Oh, see, this is what I mean. This is what I mean.
Yeah, this is the main image when you look up on look it up on Microsoft Bing.
Like, this is like anime. They're anime-ifying
I
creepypasta.
don't like that. Oh, I fucking I I think it's a creepy. Well, yeah, I guess so. Fucking Ed and Eddie, the Ed and Eddie fucking horror theory. It's just like
The
everyone in the
last
town's dead.
the last episode creepypastas are such a fascinating subgenre to
Yeah,
me.
because
Like,
they're like really good
it's
sometimes.
it's almost its own genre of
Exactly.
like
So that's why
fiction.
I'm
Like,
not
it
sure.
doesn't feel like creepypasta anymore.
No, no, exactly.
Like, people can make icebergs about just lost episode stories.
Right.
I
Oh
think
man,
those ones are my favorite now. Like, as stupid as it sounds, I love hearing what kind of
yeah.
weird shit
Squidward
people come up with.
suicide.
Red Mist. Red
Red
Mist.
mist. Red mist. Dude, yeah. Oh my
Oh
God,
my
that
god. Wait, Suicide Mouse.avi.
I never saw that video. I heard it was terrifying. What is it?
I watched I watched it and like I got so freaked out that I couldn't sleep that night.
What is it? It's just like Mickey Mouse like walking down the street with like spooky music or something.
Yeah, pretty much. So the story is that it takes place so like there's this person who's interning at Disney. They're telling it
Uh,
from their perspective. They were going through the Walt Disney archives and like figuring out which stuff to digitize and which ones not to.
yeah,
And he got to a tape labeled suicidemouse.avi and originally it was labeled as only being 6 minutes long, but when he
yeah.
started watching it, it was actually like 19 minutes long.
Whoa. It was just
So
him
he
walking down the street.
well, not exactly. So it started out with him walking down the street normally, like he looked all sad and stuff, but
Hmm.
as the video went on, like stuff was getting more and more corrupted. Like the
Oh,
town was slowly turning into hell. You could hear screaming in the background. Mickey's face got more and more scary.
goodness.
And eventually the intern couldn't handle it, so they called in like a higher up to finish the tape for them.
Hmm.
And they're not sure what the last like 5 minutes of the tape contained, but
So what? Did it like get lost to time or something? Or
well, the end of the story is that when the higher up finished it, he committed suicide. So,
oh, that's why it's called
yeah,
Suicide Mouse.
that's why it's called Suicide Mouse.
Wow.
And
What a crazy twist.
his last words before he died was real suffering is not known.
I don't like that.
So, yeah, basically the Disney hid Suicide Mouse.avi and they periodically release like small snippets of it to satiate people's interest, but they never released the full 19-minute version of it.
Damn it. The last 5 minutes are fucking Walt Disney's head slowly floating in the vacuum of space.
You know those videos where it's like a song playing in the background and then there's like a 3D model slowly spinning in the
Yeah.
video?
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
just that, but with Walt Disney's head.
Yeah, it's just playing a very, very faint free word.
Yeah, it's the Freebird solo, but it's like a really like 144p crushed video of Walt Disney's head
Yeah,
slowly
purple
spinning
tint, 150p in the
in the
bottom
top
right
left
corner.
corner.
Exactly. What else?
So I don't know if this website is still up, but like I remember I used to get a lot of my creepypasta from Quote V.
Really? What's that?
It was like this dumb little forum. Oh my god, it's still up.
Really? That's
Yeah,
great.
so I don't know what this website is actually for, but I remember I got a lot of like
Mhm.
my creepypasta from here.
Nice. I
Like
just got it
there
from I could not well, I was too fucking lazy to read, so I just listened to like horror fucking YouTubers like fucking hey, you guys remember this name? Corpse Husband? Haha. I think I
oh,
listed like one of his videos back then. I was like, yeah, this
are
guy's
you
voice sounds fucking
serious?
stupid. Well, I didn't know he was a horror guy. I watched like a
You
couple
were a
videos.
corpse husband, Stan?
Yeah.
You know who I used to watch religiously for
Ugh.
creepypasta?
Huh?
I don't know if anyone remembers this name
Scary
still,
theater?
but do any one of you remember Jordan Persegati? The
Fucking
fucking
whomst?
the fucking goat of creepypasta.
Hey, if you
So
guys remember him, write down in the comments and also give me a kiss.
Jordan, we'd love to have you as a guest on the podcast if for
Yeah,
some reason you're listening to this.
dude, come on the fucking podcast, man.
So
We miss you.
Jordan Persegati is like this like amazingly talented artist, and I remember when I used to watch him that he would draw like these really fantastic art of creepypasta characters while
Hmm.
narrating the story in the background as
Oh,
he drew.
yo, I swear the people like make illustrations for like those stories are the goat of the fucking like reading community.
Like half the time I wouldn't even go on quote V to find my creepypasta. I just watched the new Jordan Persegati video.
That's how I was for SCP, which I like that because people have better voices than my brain sounds.
I think that's why you never got into creepypasta. You were already into SCP.
I got an SCP in sophomore year geometry class.
I had I had creepypasta and I never got into SCP until I met you, and you were into SCP but didn't get into creepypasta until
Yeah,
like
yeah,
sophomore year.
yeah, pretty much. Crazy, huh? I creepypastas are good because they fucking like the ones that are well done are fucking still spooky to this day.
Yeah, if you have a well done creepypasta, it's gonna stand the centuries.
Such as a very notable one that I would like to touch on, the Russian sleep experiment.
Oh my god, yeah, Russian sleep
I don't
experiment.
know much of it. My ex fucking was very spooked out by it, so I never read it. But the one thing I wanted to note about it before we even get into like you telling me about it is that well, I'm a prop maker. I love props, and I was like, damn, look at that. That's a spooky picture. Well, kids, I'm gonna need you to take a seat because and put your bibs on because that's actually a Spirit Halloween animatronic named Faz.
Yeah.
Or wait, no, what's it
It's
saying? It's not Faz.
it's like a well known like spirit Halloween prop
It's
that
a
someone
it's really fucking expensive because it's like a classic Spirit. Like it's a classic fucking animatronic.
it's like someone just got that prop from Spirit Halloween and they roughed it up a little bit and like took a picture with a shit ton of filters and that
Dude, you
became the
can literally see
photo.
those speaker holes in the picture.
And it became like the poster child for the Russian sleep experiment story.
It's so fucking funny to me.
Like it was like it claimed to be like a actual photo from the Russian sleep experiment.
But no, it's just fucking Spaz or what? I gotta find his fucking name. What the hell is his name?
I don't know if I saved this TikTok, but I remember I saw a TikTok where a guy was talking about how he had like a
Spasm. That's what
version
his name is.
spasm.
Yeah, Spasm.
So yeah, so it was a TikTok of this guy talking about how he had a spasm, but it was like really chewed up and like roughed out, but
Yeah.
like it wasn't in bad condition, but he found another spasm
Yeah.
animatronic and it was in like really good condition.
Yeah.
Like parts were still intact, the paint
Mhm.
was really good. So it was just this guy like comparing the two and like showing off the new spasm he got.
Yeah, and there's actually two different Spasms. There's a remastered model they released like a couple years after the original. The original one is made of like cloth and like fiberglass, and the other one's made out of like rubber.
The original one had fiberglass in it.
The original one was like a lot better made. It was like more latex, and the other one was like a cheap rubber, I think.
Have you ever got fiberglass on you? That shit sucks.
I haven't, and I pray to God I'll never do that in my career.
Me and my brother got fiberglassed
Oh no! How?
in our own home, no less.
Ow!
So
What happened?
there was like a folding card table set up in our living room, and we didn't know why it was there, but we decided to play some games on it. So and we were putting our arms all over it, like,
Hmm.
and then later on, like my arms started feeling weird, like kind of itchy and like kind of like pinpricks.
Yeah.
And my brother started feeling it too. So we told our mom, and I told her like offhandedly, yeah, we were like playing games we were playing like card games on the table that's in the living room. and she was like, "Oh shit," because the reason that it was in there was because my stepdad was trying to clean all the fiberglass off the table.
Oh no.
So no one told us that there was fiberglass on the table, and we rubbed our arms all over it
Oh, and
playing
that shit's
card
like
games.
fucking. You can't really see that shit that well. It's like fucking fiber. Oh,
Fiberglass.
yeah,
Yeah, like we didn't think there was anything on it. We just thought a
yeah,
random table was set up in the living room.
yeah. Yeah, how the fuck do you explain that? Oh yeah, don't touch the table. There's an invisible fucking shredathon.
Well, the thing is if they had told me that there was fiberglass on them, I would have just taken their word for it. But like no one told us there was like an invisible like
Like,
baking
thread.
solution on the table.
Good lord. That yeah, that sounds fucking painful.
But I learned something that day. I learned that fiberglass is not visible. I did not notice a thing on that table.
That's awful.
I I figured out that fiberglass was invisible, and I figured out how painful fiberglass is.
Oh, oh, that's not good.
So anyway, how was the fiberglass used in Spasm?
I don't even know if it was using spasm, but I wouldn't doubt like for the interior fucking mold that go on top of the fucking polyurethane fucking resin, and they
So
put it
I
on
went
the
into that.
inside.
So I went into that whole fiberglass tangent for nothing.
Yeah, pretty much dumbass. But fucking, but no, I feel like it might be used on the inside because it's really fucking good. Like fiberglass like strips are really good at just like making things really fucking hard. People use it on their proton packs a lot for
Is
their vacuum molded shells.
what is the purpose of fiberglass? Is it just to make things hard?
Well, it depends because like sometimes you get like fiberglass insulation. It's really fucking good at like heat insulation. It's just like why your house don't get fucking cold like in the
So
winter.
is it like an alternative to asbestos?
Yeah, it's pretty cool though. But
Uh,
yeah, it also if you mix it with like epoxy, it like makes a really fucking hard like material, which is cool because you can like
so
layer it on like paper.
uh, Spasm Russian sleep experiment. Should I get? Should I
Yes,
explain what the Russian sleep experiment
explain it.
is?
Yes, because I know I have a basic idea. They made a bunch of Russian guys stay up past their bedtime. The end.
Never mind. I'm not going to explain it. I like your synopsis more.
Tell me.
Let me write that down first. That had no reason being that funny.
Damn, I'm funny
I
sometimes.
made we made a couple Russian guys stay up past their bedtime. The end.
You gotta say the end at the end. Makes it funny. Oh,
Okay, so the Russian sleep experiment. I think it was a Cold War thing. So there were it was like American scientists, and they were developing a new kind of gas to help their soldiers on the front lines of whatever war they were in. Okay, yeah, I don't think it was Cold War. It was a different time era. So they were trying to develop a gas that would help their soldiers on the front lines. And they were like, hey, we got these Russian prisoners of war here. Why don't we test this noxious gas on them? So they got like five Russian guys, put them in a room together, and for like a month, they injected this gas into their room
yikes.
in an attempt to keep them awake for as long as possible. Like they wouldn't sleep at all because that's what the
Oh,
point of the gas was. It was meant to be a replacement for sleep so that people
yeah,
wouldn't have to sleep and waste time.
yeah,
So
an alternate to crack, basically.
yeah, like if they could give that to their soldiers on the front lines, they would be fucking unstoppable. How do you attack an enemy that doesn't sleep?
That's fucking awful. And like since they're like, going basically ballistic because they haven't got sleep, they're basically fucking crack addicts. They're amazing.
Yeah, crack addicts times 10. So they were pumping this gas for like 2 weeks, I think, and then the Russian prisoners started going fucking insane. Like they were like ripping their own guts out, they were eating each
Holy sh!
other, they were ripping out eyelids. I think like three of them died in the initial like gut ripping. So no, before they died, the scientists decided, okay, this isn't going well. They're going insane. Let's cut off the gas. But
Okay.
the
The
thing was,
gas.
was when they turned off the gas, the prisoners started begging for them to turn the gas back on because they didn't want
Oh,
to fall asleep.
yikes.
So
What?
I can't remember what the scientists did next. I don't think they turned the gas back on. I think they just went in, rounded up all the surviving guys, and like strapped them down onto tables.
Hmm.
Um, the rest of them died except for one guy,
Except one guy. And
and
was it the Spasm himself?
it might have been B Spasm.
The Spasm.
So they got Spasm strapped down on a surgery table, and they were like interrogating him and trying to figure out what the fuck was going on.
Hmm.
And they asked Spasm, like, what are you? And then Spasm
That's his
goes on
name
to,
now,
like,
just Spasm.
I can't think of him as anything else now. I'm pretty sure he had a name.
Yeah, it's probably
Like, it
like
was like,
fucking Richard Gnomska.
see, it would be Dmitry Gonovska. They're Russian.
Oh yeah, I was half right, but go on.
So, yeah, they asked him, what are you? What the fuck is going on? So the guy, so Spasm launches into like this whole like monologue that's actually kind of like eerie in a way.
Which
No,
translates to
it was like an actual like written well thought out monologue that was
from
kind of
the
cool
from the fucking Spasm demon himself.
from the Spasm Demon himself. And then he ended it with saying, I am the deepest, darkest, primal part of yourself that you never see because it's
Ugh,
always asleep inside you.
that's
I
cool.
I am God. And one of the scientists got so freaked out that he shot him in the fucking head.
Holy shit! I don't blame him,
And
but it's holy
and,
shit.
and that's the end of the Russian sleep experiment.
That fucking ending. I thought they would have
Yeah.
been like so mad at that point.
I have to look up what the ending monologue was because he said something hard about like them being like the most primal
Dude,
human
that
you
that
could
goes
get
fucking
to.
hard, my dude. That's awesome. Man, that scares the shit out of me. I'm gonna be sleeping like a baby tonight.
I never got scared of the Russian sleep experiment because like I knew it took place in like a different time period and in like a different location from us. Like I know that Spasm's not gonna come after me.
No, he's just a fucking toy.
Like all of the Russian sleep experiment people are dead. Like they're not gonna come after me.
Exactly.
I'm
The
gonna
the
go
spirit
find.
Halloween fucking the spirit Halloween's gonna come after you.
Okay. What are you? He demanded. I must know. The subject smiled. Have you forgotten so easily? The subject asked. We are you. We are the madness that lurks within you all, begging to be free at every moment in your deepest animal mind. We are what you hide from in your beds every night. We are what you sedate into silence and paralysis when you go to the nocturnal haven where we cannot tread.
Oh my god. I don't like that we use the word sedate. That terrifies me.
The researcher paused, then aimed at the subject's heart and fired. The EEG flatlined as the subject weakly choked out, so nearly free.
I don't like that.
Okay, I don't know where I got the I am God part from because it's not here apparently.
What? Man, that would have been awesome. You should make that edit.
I'm kind of glad they didn't put that in there because them saying I am God wouldn't have made sense.
It wouldn't have, but it goes hard.
Where the fuck did I get I am God from?
Sonic.exe.
Oh my god, you're right.
Hey kids, you guys ever hear of Sonic EXE? That scared the shit out of me. I remember seeing
Well,
the
from
video. The
Salmonella
fucking
Academy.
that that picture of a fucking the
Hey
Sonic
kids.
saying "I am God." Hey kids, I'm Sam O'Nella. Can you believe he's back? I can't.
Oh my,
But
yeah, Salmonella came back.
that's the greatest creepypasta of all time. Who had to
Yeah,
fucking perform a ritual?
who cares about Dream Face reveal? We have Salmonella back.
Oh yeah, Dream. Okay, that's it. Back to creepypastas. Fucking,
So, yeah, that's the Russian sleep experiment in a nutshell.
that's a very well written story. You know what
I
isn't
like
well
it.
written? You know what isn't well written? It's very iconic. Starts with a J. Fucking John Noon. No,
What?
Jeff the Killer. Have you
Yeah.
guys read the reading on that?
Have you seen Internet Historian's video about it?
I have. I love that story.
That's literally how the story is written.
It, it was a different time
It was a different time, but that's no excuse.
for that god awful writing.
I
Let's try
didn't
and
realize
let's try and
I,
recount
I
it.
I didn't realize how bad it was until I went back and read it when I was a little bit older, and god damn.
All right, let me fucking let me look up. Well, who the hell's Saussure?
What?
I just typed in original Jeff the Killer stories. It just gave me the word Saussure. Is that like the guy or something?
Okay, so Jeff the Killer also originated on Newgrounds, believe it or not.
No fucking way.
Okay, so you know like how the original Jeff the Killer image is like lost, like no one can find it, right? It's lost
Oh
media.
yeah, yeah.
So
I don't like to be in a dark
basically,
room looking this shit up.
the lore of Jeff the Killer came from Newgrounds first. So
Oh my god.
Seswar, Seswar, the guy you're talking about, he
Yeah,
posted that image and he posted a little blurb that explained like lore about Jeff the Killer, basically
yeah.
kickstarting it. And then someone else wrote the Jeff the Killer story, and that's all she wrote.
Hmm. Damn.
So for a long time, people thought that Seswar was the one who made the original image, and he said, "Yeah, I made it using a latex mask and some Photoshop editing." But then people found a video from like 10 years
Yeah.
ago from Japan that
Japan?
had that had a Jeff the Killer image in it. So Seswar was
Yo.
just lying out of his fucking ass.
What? Just like
Yeah.
me. No.
It was already kind of suspicious too, because like Seswar, like he said that he made the original image, but claimed
Says
that he
what?
lost but claimed that he lost the original file images that he used.
I call him Saussure.
I'm pretty sure it was Seswar.
Yeah, it's Sessoir. Oh my
Yeah,
god. That's
blame it on
fucking
George.
crazy.
Blame it on George has a whole video about the search for Jeff the Killer.
Oh my god.
I
I'm gonna read off an
recommend.
excerpt of this fucking thing. At
Uh,
13 years old, Jeffrey Allen Woods, or Jeff C. Hodek, depending on who you ask, but more on that later, moves with his parents and brother Louie to a new town. Here, Jeff and his siblings encounter three bullies, and they are threatened with knives.
it's
Jeff's
Lou.
beat these bullies badly.
His
With
brother's name is Lou.
fuck you. With Lou, with Lou taking the blame for the assault and being carted off by the ever reliable police, guilt-ridden and depressed at having to let Lou take the blame for his actions.
He
Jeff
can't even keep the name straight anymore.
Jerf's day gets even worse when he meets the bullies again and is horribly burnt in an attack with alcohol and bleach.
Are you
This
just reading like an abstract of it?
no, I'm reading some fucking story of it.
This is like an abstract. Like you're just explaining the whole story, but in like really, really
I'm on
simple paraphrase.
creepypasta.com. The burning results in Jeff being permanently disfigured, his skin bleached white, physically, whilst his mind snaps. Wow, this shit's goofy.
Yeah, so if you want like good videos on like the Jeff the Killer like actual story, I recommend Internet Historian, but if
Yeah,
you
yeah,
want
good one.
to if you want to learn more about like the lost media search for the original Jeff the Killer photos, I recommend Blame It on George and Magoose Boose's videos.
Hmm. What's that? Hold on,
Huh?
sorry, there's someone outside my room or outside the house. I don't fucking know. I know it's just my mom turning off the lights.
It was Jeff.
Hold on, what you got? You ever hear of the fucking comic? What the fuck's it called? It's a Bong Xiong Dong Ghost.
Oh my god, I love Bong Chong Dong Ghost.
That shit scared the fuck out of me so bad.
I'm so sad it doesn't work anymore.
What do you mean it doesn't work?
Flash died, remember?
It was a Flash animation.
It was a Flash webcomic, yeah.
Oh man, I
It,
don't even want to look at it. Our good
if
friend
it,
who was named after a month sent that to me, and I was like, "Look at this!" And I scrolled down it, and the Like the faster I scrolled, it made it more fluid like animation, and it fucking scared the ever living shit out of me.
I think my favorite part is that like it's screen locked on that panel.
Wait, so that wasn't just me?
Yeah, no, if it like got stuck on your screen, it's because it's screen locked.
How does that work?
I don't know. I'm really interested to see like how they made that website in the first
Yeah,
place.
because like I feel like I couldn't like escape that image. I couldn't like scroll past it. What? That's evil. That's
Yeah,
amazing
like
though.
I'm pretty sure that like if you got like close to the panel but you didn't scroll down all the way, it would automatically scroll down and and just lock onto it.
Oh my God. What's that comic called again? It's a fucking
I
bone.
don't know the I don't remember the original title, but people just call it Bong Dong Cheong Ghost.
Okay, bong. Hold on, bong. Fucking bong. Jigong ghost. God, that sounded horrible. Yeah, that fucking image. I don't know what image to click on without it being a GIF. Okay, I lived. Yeah,
Yeah,
no,
Bong Cheong Dong Ghost.
that's terrifying. Look at this shit. It was a fucking. It moved. It moved.
Yeah, this shit. Oh my
Holy shit.
god.
I'm gonna type in GIF afterwards.
Yeah, if you go onto the original website now, I'm pretty sure it's just like a bunch of like frames of the original animation. Like it's not animated anymore.
I bet there's like a video on it before like the whole thing happened.
Oh, absolutely.
Oh my
But
God.
like it takes away from the experience of like going there yourself, like a
I know.
pilgrimage.
I experienced it myself and I don't like it.
Was this a
People,
webtoon? There's no way this was a webtoon, was it?
I don't know. Was it? Hell, I don't know.
Let me check. I think this might
Bjork.
have been a webtoon.
What's Bjork?
Bjork?
Yeah, Bjork.
She she's a singer.
Why is she opening up a 1988 Sony Trinitron TC TV and PCB on?
Don't you remember the Bjork stalker?
Oh yeah, Bjork. Forgot she's a real person. Also, is she the one who like who's getting like really popular lately with that one song?
No fucking way! Bong Cheong Dong Ghost was a fucking webtoon.
Really?
How the hell did they get it on a webtoon?
I I don't know, but I'm impressed.
Okay, yeah. There are two moments at which a script triggers an automatic scroll down, simulating a frame by frame animation of Mrs. Cho.
That's
Yeah, so
terrifying.
if you get close to it, it just automatically scrolls down.
That explains a lot. What the fuck? I don't like that. Man, you know what? Some of the most talented minds out there are the ones who can scare someone. Because anyone can make someone imagine with their brain. Yeah, sure, whoop-de-doo. But to scare them, that's raw talent right there.
Can you get this image out of the Discord? I'm actually getting scared by it now.
What, the creepypasta? Yeah,
Yeah, the
which one?
ghost. Yeah, the
Yeah,
ghost. Just
I'll send fucking Spasm too. I don't want to see that.
stay out.
And the anime kid too.
No, he stays. You need to insert him into the
Oh yeah, yeah.
episode.
I was gonna insert it at like fucking 11:19 p.m. We always record these very late at night because you know.
Hey,
Oh,
hey, wait,
eh,
wait.
what? What is it?
Do you hear that?
No, I don't want to hear that. What is it?
I heard a twig snap. Did you not hear that?
Can wait. Yeah, I
Are
don't think the
are
forest is supposed to fall that silent.
are those flashlights?
I hope they're flashlights. There's two of them.
Wait, we gotta go.
We gotta
Wait, we gotta
we gotta go.
we got
We gotta
we have to
we
leave.
gotta
Go, go. We gotta
we
go. We
gotta
gotta go.
go. All right, bye.